Hey, Collective, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back, all of my current subscribers. Welcome back, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your collective general message for this week, you guys, with Mercury retrograding right now. I'm going to do a message with some general advice for the whole collective. I feel like you guys need some advice this week. We kind of know what's going on with the karmics in your life already. You know, we tap into that energy weekly. We know that you've been done wrong. We know that people in your external energies around you, family, friends, romantic partners, they need to do a level of healing. And I feel like you guys are on that journey. So what I want to do with Mercury retrograde is give you guys some advice, some truth that you need to hear right now to kind of help you get through the next couple of weeks, to help you to stay grounded and get stable. Okay. So what's the truth that my collective needs to hear right now, Spirit? What advice do they need? Have a courageous heart. It takes courage to follow your heart, collective, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way, though, so trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. So the advice, collective, to start here is you guys know that there's a direction that you need to go in your life, and Spirit is asking you to be courageous. Choose yourself, follow your heart. Even if you don't know all the steps that this path is going to lead you towards, still choose it anyway, especially if it makes you feel good, if it brings you a level of joy, inner peace. Have a courageous heart at this time over the next few weeks, because I feel like some of you guys have some important decisions that you really need to make and need to take action on. What's the advice for the collective, Spirit? Be patient. Yep. You're being asked to be patient and practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way that you want them to at this moment. Have patience, it'll eventually work out. Like I said, you guys, we are in Mercury retrograde. You don't want to make fast or hasty decisions in anything important going on in your life at this time. So make sure that you are patient with yourself, even if this has to do with relationships that you are in that you're wanting to walk away from. Maybe it's not the right moment. Even if that's something you're working on and planning to do, be patient with that process, even though some of you guys are probably just itching to just get out, run away, disappear. I feel like some of you guys are just ready to just jump out and not worry about what's going to happen next. But the universe and spirit is saying to be patient. Okay. Don't make any hasty decisions, especially right now during Mercury retrograde, you guys. What else is what's the advice for my collective, Spirit? Stand your ground. There's something you want to fight for, yet you're choosing to hide instead. Create a boundary and speak up for what you believe in. So some of you guys, there's something that you guys want to fight for that you've been thinking about. Maybe you're afraid to do this. Maybe you need to have courage. You're being advised to be courageous. And whatever this is that you need to fight for, that you want to fight for, that is in your heart space, it's time for you to stand your ground, stand up for what it is you truly believe, that you deserve, that you want, that you desire. And honor yourself. Yeah, honor yourself finally. I feel like a lot of you guys have put yourself on the back burner for so long that it's almost foreign for you to stand your ground on something that you believe in, especially if the people around you don't believe in it. I feel like for a lot of you, your external world has dictated your choices, and you have never really been independent in choosing from your heart space, choosing something that you truly desire for fear of ridicule or judgment. So It's time to honor yourself. Recognize the hard work that you've put in to get where you are right now, collective. Okay, make sure that you are taking time to celebrate your wins, big or small. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, because that's a pessimistic mindset, correct? Remind yourself of all that you've actually accomplished and be proud of who you are at this point. So if you've overcome something, collective, if you healed through something, again, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care how big or small this thing is, celebrate it. Don't just say on to the next thing. Celebrate. Take a moment, pause, really look at where you started and where you are right now. It deserves to be celebrated. Yeah, take a step back. It's something that you need to reevaluate as well. Take a step back, okay, from your life in order to gain a different perspective. When you're too close to a situation, collective, it can be hard to make a decision. So some of you guys are at a crossroads because you're too close to a situation. And I feel like you definitely need to take a step back from it to really be able to see it properly. So span out and view your life from a distance so that you can get the perspective that you need. So again, sometimes in order to really have a better view, the proper view, we have to separate ourselves from a situation, detach from a situation to have the right perspective. Reward and recognition. Again, honoring yourself. Congratulations, your hard work will soon pay off and take you in the direction of your dreams. Acknowledge your efforts and your power. You guys have accomplished so much. Like I said, it's so important that you acknowledge that. It's not something that you should take lightly because, like I say all the time, when you are healing, it is not linear. So there are going to be moments where you feel like you are excelling and you are really learning. And then you're going to have moments of setbacks because that's how life is. Life is not linear, but your lessons are still being learned and it's being shown in your accomplishments, in the ways that you are honoring yourself. So continue to recognize your power, that you've taken your power back from a lot of situations. What's the advice for my collective? Yeah, you're creating more caring connections because of this. And you have new caring connections coming in towards you because now you are honoring yourself. You know what you deserve. You have the right perspective about relationships that you are currently in and how they are not serving you. You are standing your ground and making sure that people respect your boundaries. You are speaking up when it's necessary when it comes to what you desire, what you will and will not accept, right? So now you have caring connections that can come towards you because now you know what you deserve. What's the advice for the collective? What's the advice? Yep. Release judgment. Holding on to judgment, whether of yourself or others, only clouds your vision. Okay. Release it and see the world and your path with clearer eyes. So this is about allowing the universe to handle any judgment that needs to be called, any judgment that needs to be placed in you, forgiving yourself, forgiving others in the best way you can. If you cannot forgive others for wrongs, then allow the Most High, your spirit team, your ancestors to handle the judgment calls. But this is about releasing judgment so that you can see clearly, so that your vision is not clouded by the resentment, by the negative emotions that you feel from a past situation. It keeps you stuck and stagnant. And I don't think people understand that. When you hold a grudge, it keeps you stuck right where you are because all you have is the feelings of that past situation. Yep. There you go. Confirmation. Confirmation is that you are stuck in lack. When you are stuck with that old mindset, you have all the resources you need to carry you through, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical limitations that you think you have. It is only ego-based fears taking over. Rein them in and don't give up. Don't stay stuck in this lack mindset. You have the resources you need, the wisdom, the knowledge. Just apply it to your life and see it through. because you don't always finish what you start. But then you talk badly about yourself because of it. So break this karmic pattern, because this is a karmic pattern, by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you accomplished. So if you're somebody who always say that they're going to do things, but you never follow through, maybe it's time for you to find courage and actually see it through this time. Whatever that may be, that's important to you at this time, collective. That's the advice. This will bring you balance. This will bring you internal balance, because I feel like this will boost your confidence. It will allow you to honor yourself, reward, give yourself reward and recognition. So see it through so that you can bring this balance to you, to a future connection, something that you desire, a connection you desire. Maybe this is the thing you need to bring balance to, that you need to see through. What else for my collective? What's the advice? Yeah. Stop telling yourself that you should when you cater to others or to unnecessary expectations of yourself. You stop your flow of abundance. Stop shoulding. People who are entitled in your life make you feel like you should do things for them. Nobody has to do anything. Everybody has a choice to put their time, energy, and effort into a person, place, or situation. But people make you feel like you're obligated and that you should, when you always have a choice. Never forget that, collective. You always have a choice. Yeah. Don't be in a victim mindset in any situation. Transform that victim mindset into something positive. You feel the world is against you right now, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. Abundance is here. It's waiting for you once you get out of this victim mindset and detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. This is something, collective, that no longer serves you and you know it, but you're still holding on to it. Some of you. When we hold on too tightly to a desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. So some of you guys need to release control at this time. Okay. Let me get you some more advice. How to stay rooted, how to stay grounded, how to soar right now. Give me some advice. Forward movement. Yep. Move forward. Innovation. So you guys have some amazing ideas that's going to take courage to put out there. Don't be afraid to move forward with this project. Take action on it. I feel like it is going to benefit you in a good way if you can do this. So don't be afraid to take action. Yeah, flow. Flow is very important, you guys. You got to surrender control. You have to surrender control and let things flow. Move freely like water. Stay flexible and embrace newness in every moment. What else? Breakthroughs. Yep. Overcoming obstacles and moving beyond limitations. Stop limiting yourself, your mindset. Embrace new growth. What's the advice for the collective? Listen to your guidance. Absolutely. I feel like some of you guys have a deeper connection to spirit right now, and I feel like you are listening to the guidance. I feel like this is why you are getting downloads for innovation, new ideas, projects, businesses. I feel like this is allowing you to move forward. It's allowing you to flow. It's allowing you to break through those limited beliefs that have kept you stuck, because you are actually listening to the guidance. So good job. That means that you are using that courageous heart of yours. Yeah, and you're allowing things to change. I love it. Dare to change and embrace new possibilities. You are allowing change to happen using the wisdom from the guidance that you're receiving. A couple of more. Wow. You are, yes, and you are trusting the guidance. You are learning to reestablish trust in yourself and in others. And that's a very hard thing to do, especially when you've been heartbroken in the past and people have let you down. But I feel like, yeah, you guys have a renewed sense of hope right now. And I love it. Hold on to that hope, that sun energy, so that you have your future to look forward to. And don't be afraid to take that leap of faith, right? Let me get you guys some oracle advice from the Rift Walker Oracle. I love this deck. Beautiful artwork. What's the advice for the collective spirit? One more, please. What's the advice? One more. Oh, okie dokie. Let's see what we got. Ooh, I like what I see in one of these. Okay. This one's beautiful. Look at that. 32. The marriage of waters, water energy. You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where two rivers meet and become one. The sacred convergence, the soul's choice. Some of you guys, like I said, confirmation, you have your soul connection coming in. This is also a beautiful one. 33 is significant. So 32, 33, forward movement. Before the compass, into the unknown, the quiet trial of intuition, the prayer whispered only to yourself. You guys, you're being guided. You're on the right path. Guidance, compass towards a caring connection. Beautiful. What's this one? The splintering tree. Truth cracks the surface. Conflict does not defeat, it reveals. Wow. So some of you guys are finding the truth out about a situation and it's creating a tower moment, number 48. And because this truth basically is being exposed, it is allowing you to move forward from a past connection or situation that has been keeping you stuck. This is the energy that I'm feeling from this. This is like the tower card in the tarot deck. The truth has cracked the surface. So it is clear to everyone now what is actually going on. Nothing is being hidden anymore. So this is why you are able to move forward, use your guidance, your compass towards a connection that you want. What else? Yeah. See, number 11. Spiritual numbers here. 33, 11. Wow. The broken antler. What once made you strong cannot come with you. Wow. I'm going to read that one for you guys in a second. The sharpening stone, number 43. Mirroring numbers out here. No, 43. You could be 43 or 34. Transformation is not only mystical, it is forged in grit, callus, and sweat. That means that it's taking action to heal, to transform. You have to be consistent. You have to stand 10 toes down for yourself, collective. When you are going through your transformation, you cannot allow people to distract you, to make you feel like your transformation makes no sense or it is not worth it. It is always worth it, but not everybody can come with you. Number 49, branches of the same. To be of one is not to be the same, but to share soil, season, and sky. Wow. I'll read that one. 49 could be significant. But I feel like with this one, what I'm getting is that just because you have a family with someone, it doesn't mean that you're meant to be in a relationship with them. And then transformation number 13. Wow, that's beautiful. Light refraction. It's all in the same light, only seen through a different shape. So let me get you some guidance on some of these. These are beautiful. Beautiful cards. So let's read 32, the marriage of waters. I'm curious about that one for sure. Beneath the still waters, twin reflections shimmer. What was once separate now flows together. Twin flame connections coming back into union. This is the energy of this card. Wow. The marriage of waters is not only a place, it is a moment, a convergence, a choice to meet another soul in full presence and vulnerability. This card symbolizes sacred union, romantic, spiritual, or within the self. It honors the fusion of duality, light and shadow, you and the other, spirit and body, and the transformation that occurs when two currents entwine. The marriage of waters may also reflect a soul contract, one chosen beyond time, a knowing, an echo, a resonance that draws you to a person or a path. Love here is more than desire, it is alignment, devotion, and courage. Wow. Again, some of you guys are being asked to have a courageous heart, to move back towards someone that you're supposed to be in union with. You are being divinely guided. You're being asked to go with the flow. You're being asked to allow things to crumble that do not serve you anymore, to detach, to stop being a victim in this situation and find the light, the light. Trust the direction that your life is going, even if things are crumbling around you and seem tough. You are being guided with this compass. You're being asked to go through your transformation and embrace it with sweat, blood, and tears, with grit. Wow. Let me read 33 for you guys as well before the compass. No lantern glows, no crow circles, no spirits whisper from the boughs, and still I go. When before the compass appears, you are in a place beyond maps, a stretch of inner wilderness where spirit is silent and no human hands point the way. This is the trial of true discernment, a space where your next step must come from your instinct, not from an omen. When this card appears, you must travel alone and pray for yourself. Wow. This is not punishment, it is pilgrimage. The sacred moment before the compass is not about finding the path, it is about proving to yourself, collective, that you can walk without one, that you know deep in the marrow of your bones how to listen to the hush between thoughts, that your soul is not lost, only learning to lead. To wait for rescue here is to rot in place. To beg for signs is to overlook the voice inside that has been whispering all along. Go. Wow. Like I said, confirmation. You guys are being asked to move toward a connection, a divine connection. Being asked to have a courageous heart, to be patient with yourself as you are healing, as your foundation and old foundation that no longer serves you is breaking down, that is changing. Use the wisdom that you've gained, the clarity, and allow it to move you forward, to guide you forward. You don't need signs and synchronicities. You know why this is happening already, is what Spirit is saying. 49. Wow. What else, Spirit? Branches of the same. Though our leaves stretch in different winds, we bend from the same root. This card speaks to family in its broadest and deepest sense: lineage, kinship, ancestry, and chosen bonds. It is a reminder that those we come from and those we walk beside are part of us, even as we grow in our own directions. Branches of the same may point to a reunion, a reconnection, or a reckoning with your roots. It honors shared histories and acknowledges that while each branch is unique, all are nourished by a common ground. Whether you are reflecting on your bloodline, your soul family, or the people who've shaped your path, this card reminds you you are not alone in your becoming. You have support from your ancestors, collective, as you take on this pilgrimage, this journey to reconnect with who you are from your roots. Maybe you need a renewal of self. Maybe you've been blinded. Yeah, I'm getting the chills, you guys. This is deep for somebody. You are being asked to look beyond the surface, look beyond what you've always been told, and truly look at your roots and figure out who you truly are. Because I feel like there lies answers for you that will help you to truly know what direction you're supposed to be going in, the people who should and should not be a part of your life. Wow, this is a deep message here. Okay, 13, light reflection. Wow. Let me turn, let me tilt, let me catch what I could not see before. Make truth scatter through me into color, into clarity, into wonder. Light refraction represents a shift in perception, a moment when something once confusing, painful, or flat suddenly reveals its complexity and beauty, simply because you're seeing it from a new angle. Hangman. This is the sacred prism of growth. What looked like failure becomes redirection. What felt like loss becomes clarity. What seemed empty becomes full of possibility. You are not wrong for not seeing it sooner. The light was always there, though, collective. Now the lens has changed. This appears when you're on the edge of a powerful realization, when you are ready to revisit something old with new understanding, when you are no longer fragmenting, and when you are refracting. Wow. So again, clarity is being brought to you, collective. This is a moment of truth. This is a moment where the truth has been revealed. I will read this one next. It has brought the light to you so that you can now see things from a different perspective again. So you understand why a current foundation or a situation is crumbling. You understand this is redirection for your protection. It is not punishment. Ooh, wow. Spirit is here right now. The splintering tree, number 48. Let what was hidden split wide. May I bear the sound of what is true. The splintering tree appears when a moment of truth has arrived. It may be internal, an old belief breaking apart, or external, like a relationship or circumstance suddenly giving way under its own weight. Tower moment. Judgment is often misunderstood as condemnation, but in this deck, it is seen as revelation. When the tree splinters, it does not do so out of malice, but because the pressure was too great, because something inside could no longer remain unspoken, unfaced, or unhealed. This card may signal accountability, confrontation, or an awakening. It marks a decisive moment. One branch leads forward with clarity, the other crumbles. You may be the one being judged, collective. You may be the one who must choose whether to hold on or to cut cleanly. Either way, there is no returning to how things were. Wow. A breaking down of a foundation, of a limiting belief, of a household, of a relationship. It is necessary so that you can choose how to move forward. The broken antler. It I was your crown, your armor, your weight. You leaned on me, grew into me, called me yours, but I was never meant to stay. I break not to punish, but to free you. The broken antler marks the moment when a once needed strength, identity, or dependency must be released. Like the stag that sheds its antlers after the season turns, you are being called to let go of something you once depended on to survive, to fight, or to be seen. Antlers are a source of power, protection, dominance, visibility, but they are temporary. They must fall for new ones to grow, and you must learn who you are without them, collective. So, something or a situation you were codependent on that is now broken apart, you're being asked to let it fall, to let it go, to let it break from you so that you can grow new antlers. This may be a relationship that once felt essential to you, a belief that once held your world together, a habit, a persona, or emotional crutch that you defied you during hardship. This is saying to you, collective, you are no longer who you were when you built this. You do not need what you once needed, and it's time to lay it down. Wow. Powerful. 43. The sharpening stone. I do not wait to be ready. I shape myself with steady hands. I become through the doing. The sharpening stone arrives when change must be carved, not wished for. This is not soft transformation. It is the hammer striking steel, the edge meeting stone. It speaks to growth earned through repetition, discomfort, and effort. You are being asked to commit to the process that tempers you. This card honors the physical, earthly side of becoming, practice, ritual, labor, skill. Whether you are building something tangible or reshaping who you are, this transformation comes with sweat and scars. The stone sharpens, yes, but it does not do so gently. The sharpening stone reminds you that refinement is not punishment, it is the path of intention. When you meet the work willingly, you not only transform, you dignify your becoming. Collective, you have a very strong connection that you are meant to connect with Marriage of Waters. You guys are meant to flow together, connect together, build together, create a new foundation and root together, but things have to fall apart that once you were codependent upon, that once defined who you were. You have to figure out how to create new roots, how to let that tower moment happen and understand it is not punishing you. It is redirecting you towards where your true power and happiness lies, where your true roots need to be repotted. You don't need signs and synchronicities. You feel your inner compass. You know why this is happening, but maybe it's hard to admit why. It's easier to blame others around you, the universe. You feel like you're not being supported, but this is how the universe is showing their support to you right now, whoever it is I'm connecting to, and this is the message for. This is very powerful. Don't ignore this transformation. Go through it. It's going to create hardship. Sweat, blood, and tears will be necessary, but commit to this transformation. If you can commit to this transformation, you will come out on the other side with dignity, with grace, with your love, your heart space intact, reconnecting with your divine partner. Follow the light of the rainbow. The universe is saying, let go of those codependent relationships and trust yourself. Trust your own guidance. Honor yourself. Get out of this victim mindset and space of lack. But be patient, be courageous, because caring connections are in your future if you can do this. Wow, collective. This was a deep one. I feel like I need to roll some dice for at least some letters so I know who this is for. But this was an amazing message, collective message. During Mercury retrograde, this is a time to review, to let things fall away that no longer belong to you. M, T, G, I, L, E, T again, R, B. Communication. Don't question your communication. Be honest. Communicate if you need to communicate. Stop questioning yourself because you know the way, but just be honest. Wow. Collective. That is your advice. Beautiful message. Powerful message. If this is for you, if this is something you are experiencing, if you needed a message of confirmation that the reason why your world is crumbling, it is for redirection and not punishment, here's your confirmation. Follow your inner knowing. The universe is redirecting you towards the direction you're supposed to go so that you can find the love of your life, to come back in union with yourself, to stop living in a victim mindset in a space of lack, because you deserve way more than that. And it's time. That is what I have for you, collective. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Like I said, I look forward to your comments on this one, because this was a pretty deep one.